welcome into the Brookes Bench with your host, Brooke, aka Shiggy, and my co-host, Brooke.
What's up, y'all?
And
Sorry.
Megan!
What's up?
Well, if you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, follow us on all social media at the Brookes Bench, and join our Discord link in the description. If you guys are here, it's a week 1 recap. Officially, college hoops is back.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling that we're back in the grind of college? We're here.
I'm tired already.
Is tired?
Yeah, week 1. Week 1.
Exhausted. No, I mean it was not a slow week. Good things happened. Upsets happened already. But good basketball. Some bad basketball. Brooke, you had pointed out. I forgot what school it was. It was like 100-0, 70-0 at one point.
It was 72-0 before they even scored their first points.
Yeah,
and let me tell you, I was just telling them before this. Hold on, let me reel myself in. I would quit. I would have quit immediately. I don't even think I would have finished that game. I think at halftime I would have just walked off the court.
It's like how do you keep going? You know?
Yeah. There'd be absolutely no motivation. And kudos to them if they have it and they have the motivation. But just like 72-0. That team's probably never even scored 72 points in any game they've played.
All I would know is I would be doing some crazy stuff. I'd be just trying stuff out.
Just
like, we'd be doing some crazy stuff. Because that's
what do you got to lose? Nothing.
That's crazy. Megan, have you ever gotten blown out that bad?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's
I just want a temperature check.
That's one of those things where the coaches, you're having such a fun game, but then the coaches say, "Oh, you got to pass the ball like 10 times before you shoot."
Oh, you were the 72-point team.
Never that high, but yeah, definitely have some runs on people, and you're having a blast, and then it gets pulled back in.
That's crazy. We've all been on the other side with the other teams laughing and having fun, and you're just like, we're getting chewed out after this game.
Oh, we've been there a couple. We've had bad games, yeah.
That's the worst feeling. It's the worst feeling. It really is. All right, that was our tangent of the episode. Sorry. So if you guys are new here, we go over the AP Top 25 matchups every week, and then we go over the AP Top 25 poll. And we are recording late. Let us know if you guys like us to go over the AP Top 25 poll, because last season we used to review it, but like a week later. So it was kind of just like old. You know what I'm saying? Like we would talk about it, but then it would change the next day after the video came out. So feedback on that. Give us a comment. But let's start it off. Baylor, Duke. Now this one, crazy. Played in Paris. Number 16 Baylor defeated number 7 Duke 58-52. And it was a Duke fashion game, guys. It was defensive. But I mean, the amount, there was not a lot of points scored. At halftime it was 33-29. But it was defense, just Baylor and Duke. Just totally defensive, scrappy. You could not get anything going, basically. But Duke, oh my God. In the third quarter, Duke shot 3 for 13. And in the fourth, it got worse. I don't even think Duke, watching it, it felt like Duke didn't make a basket in the fourth. But Talia Scott, we had talked about, did we talk about it for fantasy? See, Brooke, if you didn't know, we're playing fantasy basketball. One of our Discord users created their own platform to do this. But I was saying people were sleeping on Talia Scott. Shout out to them. But people were sleeping on Talia Scott. And she went off this game. She had 24 points. Little Page Bugs, double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds. Fournier did well for Duke. 16 points, 10 rebounds. But just the lack of that player for Duke. And I feel like we kind of said that last season for them, where it's like, who's going to step up when you need them to score? We all know Duke can play defense, but who's going to be that player to score for them? And they lack that. Duke was shot 29%. They were 20 of 69. Okay, that's bad. Great win for Baylor. I really like Baylor. I think this is Talia Scott's team now. I know we all like Little Page Bugs. But, this is now Talia Scott's team, in my opinion. She's just such a dominant scorer. But, are you guys surprised that Baylor upset Duke? Who said that? Brooke, you were high on Baylor. Were you not? Were you I think you were. What do you guys said?
But does this just surprise me? No. I don't know. I'm following Duke the last couple of years. This is just Duke. And it's early.
Yeah.
But it's disappointing for how far they made it in the tournament last year to see them like low scoring, kind of this is how they turn around. But also there's like a lot of factors, right? Like they're playing in Paris. Some of these kids' first time leaving, it's different time zone, there's like a whole bunch of factors, but it's also preseason. So I'm not really shocked or disappointed by a ranked team losing to a ranked team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Ashlyn Jackson, she had a rough showing. She was like 1 for 9 from the three, couldn't hit. But I see that changing. I don't think that'll stay the same for her. She's a great player.
No, yeah.
I think she'll pick it up, and then she just has to be the go-to player for this team. She has to be.
Yeah. I mean, I would say Fournier. Like, you don't think they should go through her? I mean, she had a pretty good game. 16 points, 10 rebounds, double-double. Getting her the rock, like you said. I mean, like Ashlyn Jackson, I feel like was very on and off last season.
Yeah.
Like, which one are we going to get? And I feel like that's like kind of happened in this game a little bit.
I feel like she needs to be consistent. But, I mean, I feel like Toby had a good game.
Yeah.
So the fact that they lost shows that they need another person to step up. And it's got to, in my opinion, has to be Ashley Jackson. So.
Agreed. Well, yeah, great win for Baylor. Tough loss for Duke. But let's head over to UConn. I mean, I'm not shocked. Number 1 UConn defeats Louisville. Number 20 Louisville 79-66. This wasn't much of a game. I mean, UConn was up 44-23 at halftime. AZ Flood. I mean, Sarah Strong just killed it. Not surprised. Kaylee Heckel. I mean, we knew she was going to do good things in UConn. We liked her at USC. We were bummed when she left USC just because we were like, she's going to do really well for USC. But now she's doing well for UConn. So good for UConn. Good for Heckel. Louisville, honestly, their bright spot. Ziegler. What's her name? Tajana Roberts. Did not do anything in this game. I mean, obviously UConn's really good. But this wasn't much of a competition, honestly, if we're being honest. Sarah Strong, I mean, man, her pathway to Player of the Year. Like, I think it's hers to lose. I know you guys aren't shocked by this loss, but I mean, what are you guys kind of thinking about either Louisville or UConn moving forward?
I feel like Louisville, like, this is kind of going to be the showing for them for the year. I think they're going to, be somewhat in the game, but struggle to pull it out. And I mean, and the reason I say that is like, technically, like UConn didn't have a great shooting night. They did struggle from the 3-point line. They did struggle to find their shot there for a little bit. So, for Louisville not to be able to take advantage, but I think we said it in the preseason predictions, that who's gonna be that scorer for them, who's gonna be able to do that for them with all those players that left. So
agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, Louisville will always hang around the top 25. They always find a way to get it done. I mean, UConn is just dominant. I'm not surprised. I don't have much to say right now. Yeah. I want to see UConn play, a higher ranked team than Louisville. So not shocked, not surprised at all. Brooke, anything to add?
I'm more shocked that Louisville is ranked 20 than anything, I think, out of this whole post. UConn's going to be very dangerous this year. We all know that. But I do think this is a good showing for Louisville. Like, I think May hit it right on the spot with them kind of teeter-tottering for the whole year. But the ACC is tough. And if they keep playing teams like UConn in their preseason, man, Louisville's going to be a team to watch. Yeah. Like, I mean, they didn't lose by much, for a preseason, trying to figure out a team still. So I think I'm more excited that Louisville did this than UConn beating them, because UConn should beat them.
Yeah, that is true. I know Tajana Roberts bounced back in their most recent game. I think she is going to be probably next to Ziegler, their, leading scorer. But I mean, Louisville's still young, so long way to go. All right, over to number 9, NC State, defeating number 8, Tennessee, 80-77. This was a great great game. The only thing I have the issue with, and we talked about it, Tennessee's 5 on, 5 off. I think this hurt them in this
Mhm.
game specifically because Talasia Cooper was on fire. And then she gets subbed out because that's just a rotation. And it's just like
Mhm.
sometimes you just gotta ride the momentum.
Yes,
And
ride
I
the hot
think
hand.
that was the issue in this game. Obviously, it was a close game. It went down to the wire. They only lost by 3. And not to say that like there wasn't other things that went wrong, but it's like, man, like I think that's the downfall when you're doing the 5 on, 5 off or whatever her rotation is like the people that are, that have the momentum, you kind of like, you don't let them get in their flow. And
Yeah.
that's my biggest critique. I get I guess the philosophy of it. You're wearing a
Mhm.
team down, like you're going to be fresher. And in the beginning, NC State looked tired. They barely subbed anyone. Like it was very like you guys got to figure it out. Tennessee was, their press like it was
Yeah.
very back and forth. But
Man,
Zoe
NC
Brooks,
State
bro.
rode their 5. Like
Yes,
rode their 5
they
the
were
whole way.
They were tired and they
Yeah.
gritted it out. I swear. Zoe Brooks, clutch. Zam Jones, clutch. Those two right there. We talked about who's going to replace Sanaya in Isaiah. There we
Yeah.
go. Zam Jones and Zoe Brooks. They took over this game. And obviously Camille Pierre showed out in her debut for NC State. I like the trio. I think it's great. Um, but yeah, Tennessee, I think that's what really hindered them in this game. I don't know what your guys' opinion are on that rotation, like just in general.
I mean, yeah, it seemed like it didn't work in this game. And she does have a new bench, so to speak,
Mm,
than she did last year. And sometimes it doesn't work with all players. It doesn't work
hmm
with every team you might have. And last year it did work for them. And so this year I wonder if she's gonna switch it up. It may not work for the group she has right now. Um, but I would say I hope they go practice free throws because I think if they would have hit some of those free throws, that could have saved them this game.
hmm Yeah, definitely. I mean, Tennessee's talented. I mean, it
Hmm.
works, and it's their first game. You guys said it's
Yeah,
early in the
they got to
season.
work it out. Yeah.
Everyone's working things out in their rotations and stuff like that. I think it's going to be fine. I know I mean, I doubted them in the beginning of last season. They, cranked it out at the end. Um, so I mean, Janiyah Barker played really well for Tennessee, 15 points, and then Mia Paldo as well, 10.6 rebounds. So I mean, I think it's just in this game specifically, just didn't work out how they wanted to. But like you said, free throws. Um, that's what kind of I mean, it is what it is on that part, but a good
Hmm.
win for NC State. I really thought Tennessee had this game. Like just watching it, the vibe, and in the end, NC State really gritted it out. Like you said, they rode their starters,
Hmm.
and they looked tired, but they did it. And I was like,
Yeah.
man, like I was tired. I'm pretty sure maybe I forgot who I messaged, but I was like, I'm tired watching this game, and I'm not even playing in this game. Like it was just one of those. Um,
But don't
but
you think that's concerning? Do you think long term, like riding 5 is
oh
going to get
yeah.
you like, I mean, we're going to talk about another good matchup NC State had, but I just think long term that only going to that 5 is not going to prepare you for conference play. They're in a
Mhm.
tough conference, and only being able to go 5 in and no bench is not good.
Yeah. No, I agree. And Brooke, it looks like you agree as well.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly, with this matchup, like, I think I'm like out of it. I'm more concerned for NC State, even though they
Mhm.
got the win. And I always love that the ACC team gets the win. Plus, ACC, SEC matchups preseason. Love to see
Love
them.
it.
Want more of
Hmm.
them.
Hmm
Um, but I don't know. NC State has a little bit more to prove this year. I mean, they lost really good people. And they were the heart and soul of NC State
hmm
last year. So I'm glad to see that we have some top performers who kind of came in and stepped up that way. But yeah, I mean, if we know anything about basketball, especially on the women's side, conference play, long haul, you have to have a bench that can come
Yeah.
in and help substitute it out. And if Kim Caldwell is subbing 5 and 5 this early on and she only loses by 3, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Tennessee's
They'll figure it out.
And
Yeah.
I'll ride for Tennessee right now. I like her. She proved herself last year as a coach, and I'm excited for this team. But yeah, NC State, like, you can't ride your 5 to the ground, or you're not even going to have 5 to ride.
Yeah.
So that makes me a little worried to hear. But like I said, love an SEC ACC matchup. I think that'll benefit both these teams in the long haul. But it's still early on.
And like you said, she barely lost this game. It's not to say that, the system doesn't work. I think my only critique is if there's a hot hand, leave the hot hand in.
And it's early, right?
Just so about the 4.
Yeah.
It's that question in your head, like in that moment when you don't have a lot of time to think, you're like, do I ride the hot hand out or do I sub my people in to get exposure? Like, there's so many of those stupid little like what ifs in your head that like she probably just didn't even have time and didn't even think about it, Like there's as a head coach, you've never been in that role, especially at this level. Like I have no idea what this level's like. Like you just have so many other things that you're not even thinking about other aspects. That's why you have 18 assistant coaches.
For real.
Yeah.
No, for real. Definitely.
and a data person and this and that. It's ridiculous.
No, I agree. I mean, I'm excited for Tennessee. I mean, this is just a tough game. It was a very gritty game. This was a fun game to watch, actually. But other than that, I mean, the next game, Texas versus Richmond. I mean, Texas beat Richmond 85-56. This was more of like a vibe of the UConn game we just talked about. Texas looked really good. Maggie Dugan, obviously, for Richmond, led them with 22 points. Madison Booker went off, 22 points, 12 rebounds, 6 steals. Jordan Lee, though, I just really wanted to highlight her because I feel like we were like, this might be her year when we were talking about it in the preseason. She's been stepping up. She had 16 points in this game. She looks really good. And maybe that outside threat. I mean, we talked about the critique for Texas, who's going to shoot their threes. I really liked Jordan Lee. Who's her freshman? Crump? Aaliyah Crump? Did I get that right? Yep. She looked really good as well. Texas forced 24 turnovers in this game and then dominated the paint. They outscored them 44-26. This was just a dominant performance from Texas. Obviously, Richmond in the AP Top 25 poll was tied for 24th, so they were on the bubble anyways. But obviously, they have a great player in Maggie Dugan, so I think that was out of respect, of how she's been playing. Any thoughts on Texas, though? Just because I feel like, I don't know. For me, I'm still torn on Texas and how I feel about them.
I'm just still waiting for that Harmon pop off game.
Yeah.
So it'll come.
I don't know.
Texas is a long haul team though. Like they're marathon runners.
Yeah.
They know how to pace it. So I think that's also why we're not like super high. Like we like the quick, like, this is a solid game. Like Texas is pretty neutral. I mean, they don't ebb and flow as much because they're consistent.
It's just like they're just kind of like, they're always good. So we're just like, Texas. Yeah. Okay, Texas.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You beat Richmond. Congrats. No, it's fine. And then over to the last top 25 matchup of the week. I think this was probably one of the best games of the week. Besides the Tennessee-NC State game. That was good. But another NC State game. USC, number 18 USC, defeats number 9 NC State 69-68. Now, there's a lot of things that went wrong. I was going to improper grammar for NC State, honestly. I think Jazzy Davison did start slow in this game. She had 18 points in the second half, where she really just popped off. But honestly, I was kind of sleeping on USC. They looked good in this game. Jazzy Davison, I think I had high hopes for her just because of the talks, and we saw her in an All-American game. She looked really good. And seeing her, her and Juju were together, my God. Like, that duo would be just insane. Like, I'm excited to see them in the future. Lennon Jones popped off for them off the bench with 19 points. Just a good all-around game for USC. NC State, on the other hand, free throws.
Yeah, came down
so many opportunities. I mean, even USC missed clutch free throws. I mean, down the stretch, I feel like everyone went like 0 for whatever, like 10 or something. I just made that. I'm exaggerating, but key free throws. NC State should have won this game. Zam Jones misses those 2 free throws. I mean, like, There was opportunities for NC State to win this game. And
Yeah.
you know what? Gottlieb, clutch play call, right, Megan?
Yeah. The coach.
I'm telling you, it was a clutch play call for Jazzy Davidson to win this game.
Yeah.
On that layup. It was good. We had our doubts, Megan, but Megan really thinks I can't remember the assistant coach's name for USC.
We all know who the
Mastermind.
coach is for that team. Man, she comes with history and talent. I tell you that. I would be quiet on the bench when she's talking.
That's the vibes.
Yeah, that's the vibes.
No,
but I
this
mean,
was,
NC State though, they did have quite a few turnovers. They like you said, they had some little mistakes that kind of was beating themselves, and then the free throws at the end. And then we got to remember they are young. I mean, Zoe Brookes is the vet on this team, but she's only still a junior. Because I know Zam Jones, after the first free throw, they still had a chance, but after she missed the first free throws, she was like kind of crying on the bench. So it's like little things like that they got to get over.
Yeah.
Because you got to keep your head in a tight matchup like this.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I would like, NC State, between the two games I watched NC State play, a lot of second chance. I mean, a lot of missed easy buckets around, in the paint. Like Camille Pierre missed a lot of easy just layups in both games between Tennessee and this USC game. Just a lot of misses. Like it's simple stuff or like second chance opportunities. Like it's stuff they need to clean up and over time they'll figure out.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was a big thing. The free throws, the turnovers. They had 18 turnovers in this game. And then just easy shots they're just missing. Stuff that's fixable. Like I said, I really like Camille Pierre here. The only thing about USC, I'm just not in love with their bigs. I'm not going to lie. I mean, their guard play, I like it, but not in love with the bigs. Might be the weak spot. Yeah, but any other thoughts, either of you on these two games or on these two teams?
Man, NC State's going to be good though. They got tough matchups to start. Like you come in and you're scheduled back to back Tennessee and then USC.
Yeah.
That's wild. Then you got TCU on the books. You got Oklahoma. Like they're getting tested right off from the jump. So they're going to grow, but I'm just concerned about that 5 like burning out because I mean that's a tough schedule. You're not even getting your bench in these early games.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was literally just looking up is both these teams like schedules and NC State. They have the right idea of all these big games. Like they go big games to like maybe a smaller game, which hopefully they can kind of figure out the next 5 and build their confidence up.
Yeah.
And I am worried about USC this year, just given like Juju not playing. Not saying that they don't have really good players, but just like seeing how that dynamic is going to work. And they also have a stellar schedule like coming up, like NC State, South Carolina. Then they play Notre Dame, and then who's the last one? There was UConn, and that's before they even go into their conference play. Like whoever did both, like kudos to both these head coaches for designing these schedules because I preach every year that this is what gets you to March Madness and in the long haul. And like, I don't know. It makes me excited for both these teams, but also very worried because there's a lot of questions both these teams have to answer.
But I think USC, with them being young and Juju being out, they're going to grow playing all these tough teams.
Definitely. All right, guys. The A25 poll. So this is week 2. They came out with it today. The team that jumped the highest, USC and Baylor. 10 spots for USC, up to 8. 9 for Baylor, now ranked 7. I know they have those 2, upsets, but like, do you think they jumped a little too high, or this is like appropriate? Because man, 10 spots is crazy.
For 10 spots upset. Is crazy.
For one upset win, I don't know.
I think it's
Baylor also jumped 9.
Yeah,
both of that's both crazy.
I think it's you got to take into consideration the toughness of the teams they're playing. Baylor and USC played top 25 team. Like you know what I mean. So I think they're taking that into consideration. It's early on, so a lot of teams are going to have drastic jumps.
Yeah, that's true.
But I would say, I mean, I think USC deserves it for sure because, I mean, they're without Juju and they're doing well. I mean, to put a showing in the way they did when, I mean, I was doubting them. I know you just said it, Shig, but like, I didn't know they'll be able to do it. I mean, they're missing a key. Juju's big, and then they don't have true bigs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to go against Pierre and the other big for NC State, that's crazy. Yeah.
No, I mean, I agree with you. I just think, man, that was a very drastic jump. I get that, like, they beat, the number 9 ranked team, and then Baylor being the number 7 ranked team. But, man, 10 spots is crazy. They just leapfrogged over everyone.
Yeah.
The biggest drop, Duke, down 8 spots, ranked number 15.
That's crazy.
I kind of think it was appropriate just because, only because when I watched them, I was like, it's not the Duke. It's going to be a different Duke. It's going to be a different Duke at the end of the season, but this Duke was not what we thought, what we saw at the end of last season, right? Where we're like, oh yeah, Duke can turn around next season and really go for it. I don't think they're there yet. So,
Washington's ranked too. That's on USC's list. I didn't know Washington was ranked. USC,
they just got on the list.
Yep.
They weren't ranked last week.
It's crazy.
Yep. Yeah. So, welcome Washington. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, Stanford receiving votes. Look at that.
Where are they?
Whopping 4. Whopping 4 votes.
Better than what they were at last year.
Well, let's talk about it because Discord had a lot to say about my team now. I think everyone's forgetting.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Maryland.
They're not happy with Maryland being 9. But I would say...
You guys didn't lose.
Yeah, we didn't lose. And one of their good players is not playing right now.
Michael's out.
And so that's how I look at it. I'm like, they're able to get these wins without her.
Who are they playing, Megan?
I know, but
Vermont?
Still,
no, it's
I feel like people were shocked that, we pretty much stayed where we were originally ranked. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Discord about it, but
they did. They did move up a spot, and it's like, well, who'd you play? No one, but you did go 3-0.
Yeah, without one of our top players.
Get on you about your team, and then the Discord chat does too. That's awesome,
man. They're after me.
It's like a thing.
They're mad. I have a connection with the media. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a connection with the voters. What can I say?
Oh,
it's all about networking.
Okay.
Little do you know, Megan's actually a ref.
Yeah. Secret. With Washington coming into the poll at the 25 spot, Richmond officially dropped out. Ohio State is receiving votes. They will be in the top 25, maybe. We'll see. Yeah. I like Washington though. They're without Ladine right now though, a top player. So we'll have to see. But any other comments? Any other shockers on the AP top 25 you guys want to mention?
Nope.
Notre Dame went down 3 spots and they didn't lose. That's okay. You know what? These the beginning AP top 25 polls are always weird.
Yeah, but it's like, who did they play? Who's their 2 wins?
The first few weeks is going to be
there should be no polls for the first 2 weeks. What you ended last year is what you start with for 3 weeks.
Unless you're a team like NC State or the teams that's actually playing.
Ranked teams. Yeah,
because I think you should get some credit for having a tougher schedule though. Yeah,
but I'm there's other teams that are tough that aren't ranked where we're respect that'd be a good opponent to have. So
yeah,
it is what it is. Okay, and we will go and look at the week ahead. There's some good matchups. There's actually one going on right now as we're talking. UCLA versus Oklahoma. I didn't know it was in SAC. Should have went. That was dumb. Why did we do that?
That's hella crazy, actually.
I didn't. Yeah. I just realized that when I was doing these notes. I was like, missed that game. So that's going to be a good game. UCLA then plays UNC in the same week. Jesus Christ, they got a busy schedule. South Carolina takes on USC. Michigan takes on Notre Dame. Ooh, that's going to be a really good game. And then NC State versus TCU. Any upset predictions with these upcoming matchups? I'm curious to see how Oklahoma matches up against UCLA right now. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
I think that's going to be a good game, and I actually think the TCU NC State is going to be a really good game.
Do you think TCU will upset Notre Dame? I mean, not Notre Dame.
I think
NC
there's a
State.
chance. I think there's a chance.
Interesting.
I think Notre Dame could upset Michigan.
Okay.
Or upset Michigan. So I think that's probably my only vote on this.
Oh,
Yes.
Notre Dame. Oh yeah,
That's going to be a good game. That is
I
going to be a
agree
good
with
game.
that. Notre Dame, yeah. I didn't even realize Michigan went ahead of them. Duh.
Hey,
We
Michigan's
just
good.
talked about that.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's gonna be a good week ahead. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys' support so much. We'll be here every week recapping the top 25 matchups and talking anything juicy. No, I'm just playing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you are new here. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back. Peace.
Bye, y'all.